welcome to a brand new comic book video. Today we're going to be talking about probably one of the most iconic villains in comic books. We're going to be talking about the Joker. So the Joker made his first appearance in Batman #1 in 1940. And I do have a picture here of just what the cover like, so you just get a basic idea. The issue was also the first appearance of Catwoman as well. But that's when the Joker made his first appearance. He was created as a collaboration between Bill Finger, Bob Kane, and Jerry Robinson, though of course all three somewhat argued over who made the most to the contribution. And that's an issue that will probably never be solved or figured out. So the introduction of Joker was to try and bring a new type of villain into the series, someone who could be somewhat of the antithesis of Batman. When the Joker made his first appearance, he was a very sinister character. He was a serial killer, a thief. He would often murder his victims and then rob them. So it was very much this really dark, very sinister character. He quickly became Batman and Robin's arch enemy, doing several appearances and stuff throughout the early days of Batman there. As time went on, though, and DC decided to try and make their comics more kid-friendly. And so one of the things they did is they toned down and got rid of some of Joker's more sinister aspects. He became more of a prankster, a trickster. He would play tricks and stuff on Batman, but he wasn't anywhere near like the character like he originally first appeared. As time went on too, because of the whole comic book scam, the 50s and stuff, some of Batman's villains got dropped. Joker survived, but in this more comedic role. But by the 1960s, though, a man by the name of Julius Schwartz took over as editor for the Batman titles, and he was not a big fan of Joker. So Joker started appearing less and less frequently in the comics, though he went on to become one of the main villains in the 1960s Batman series. So while he wasn't so much in the comics, he was in this TV series. Of course, he was portrayed by Cesar Romero, who would be one of the first ones to portray Joker, and of course others have gone on to play Joker as well. Heath Ledger, Mark Hamill did the voice of Joker in the 90s and stuff, so very popular character. But by the 1970s, there was an attempt made by the creators working on the comics at the time with Batman, the writers and artists, to take Batman more back to his roots, to get rid of some of the childishness or even some of the more campiness aspects of Batman and some of the characters and stuff. So it was under Dennis O'Neil and Neil Adams, they reintroduced Joker. Make sure I got the right issue here. Yep, in issue 251 of Batman. And they really tried to bring Joker back to the way he was in his early appearances. They actually went back and read some of those original stories to get just what the character was like. So that was kind of the start to bringing Joker back to his roots as more as this insane madman who's a killer, a murderer. And another big issue, which is one I actually have here that came out in the 70s there too, is this one here, Detective Comics 475 by writer Steve Englehart and penciler Marshall Rogers. This issue really tried to start bringing out more of the insanity of Joker. The whole story is the Joker has used some of his laughing gas and stuff to mutate some of these fish, and then he wants to get it patented. Well, the patent office refuses to patent him, so he goes on like this spree of crime type thing. So but it was very much just to highlight the Joker's insanity there. But the Joker, of course, has gone on to remain a very iconic villain. Any writer who comes in to do Batman anymore usually tries to do a Joker story. And in fact, last year, Joker celebrated his 80th anniversary of his first appearance in Batman #1. So, but the Joker really was just this very iconic character, villain. Some of the greatest Batman stories usually deal with the Joker. Killing Joke, which is Death in the Family and stuff, all deal with the Joker as the main villain. So as I already mentioned, I talked about this issue from the 70s, but this is also a CGC 8.0, but just an iconic issue, iconic Joker cover there with the laughing fish that you can see. The next item I have here for you is something that's actually in the library, so you can actually request it from the library to borrow. But this is the Killing Joke, very iconic storyline where Batman fights the Joker. It also has a very key, it's also a key with Barbara Gordon. Joker attacks Barbara Gordon, actually cripples her, and also attacks her father as well to try and turn him insane. The whole plot is to try and make Commissioner Gordon go insane. But it's just a very, and when people talk about Joker, this is usually one of the key stories that gets mentioned. Next thing I have is actually some more modern stuff with Joker. I don't have anything from the Golden or Silver Age just because Joker, just because of just how iconic a character he is. Stuff with Joker tends to be pretty expensive, so I have some of the more modern stuff. So next issue I have is Batman 89. This is from the current Batman run. This deals with setting up a storyline called the Joker War, where the Joker pretty much launches a major attack on Batman and Gotham. He pretty much forms his own kind of personal Joker army of psychotics and villains and stuff who are all dressed up as clowns. This is issue 89. This has the first cameo of a character by the name of Punchline. Of course, while we all know about Harley Quinn being with Joker and stuff especially from the 90s cartoon series and then from the comics and stuff, well, in the comics they kind of had a bit of a falling out. Harley Quinn's kind of gone her own way, so Joker ends up getting a new accomplice, I guess you could say, and the character's name is Punchline. So her first cameo is in this issue here. This is also a second print of the comic. I did actually have the first print ordered through my comic book shop, but when the first prints all arrived, they were all heavily damaged. And when the owner tried to get some new copies sent, they were already sold out, so all he could get was the second print copy, but this is the second print. Next one I have is Batman 94. It just has a very nice Francisco Mantina variant cover. You see Joker there, also with his new accomplice there, Punchline. So just a very nice cover. And the final one I brought today is my copy of the 80th anniversary special. They just celebrate 80 years of the Joker tormenting Batman. This is also the Jim Lee cover, and it's a 1970s variant, so just a nice cover there. And that's all I have for today. I hope you like this video. If you do, just go ahead and give it a like, and I will see you next time. Bye.